Hello everybody, it is I, Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing Lights and Sounds Holley Shiftwell. I didn't receive this item recently. I've had it since about 2024. I got her alongside cars like Tombe, Francesca and Franca, Swift Alternator, or Swift Alternator if you prefer. But here's the thing, her batteries didn't work, and so I've elected to just not review her because what's the point of reviewing a Lights and Sounds car if she doesn't work? Now this is where things get a little unfortunate, as recently my Lights and Sounds McQueen has been struggling to speak. It's very unfortunate. I love this McQueen. I love his, dialogue, except for Nomo Ogarto. That line is weird. But yeah, so I figured, wait, his batteries still work. I wonder if maybe Holley's can still work. And lo and behold,
keep the device safe. We'll be in touch.
she works now. So I can finally review this item. So over here is her face. This diecast, I think, was released around 2012. It could have been 2011, though. The non-mainline stuff is kind of difficult for me. She has this interesting expression, very different from the standard Holley Shiftwell. You may also notice the color difference. Holley's always had a bit of a weird streak when it comes to her color, because in the movie, she's this very, nice, lush, dark purple. And the, recent Thailand diecast has gotten it pretty close. I mean, it's still a little, I think she should be a little more metallic, but I'd say this is probably the most accurate Holley we've ever gotten. They actually re-released Holley this year, 2026. And, she has the older style coloring, more akin to this, which I guess is fine because it is metallic, but it's also just too pale, if that's the right word. It's just, this is just a very desaturated purple, and it doesn't really match the movie all that well. But oh well. I'm just happy Holley Shiftwell is back on store shelves. I just said well a bunch of times. That is annoying. She has a mouth plate, as is customary for a lot of 2011 diecasts. Early 2010s was weird. Her wheels here, I think they're pretty solid. I don't think they're damaged. Of course, here are her lights. There is the HS logo that she has to be her initials. I don't know why a spy would be carrying around her initials. Although, to be fair, she wasn't a field agent originally, so yeah, she probably just wore that around the office. I need to, research Holley and Finn's, character bios. She has a bumper plate here, which, yeah, that's always been a thing. Interesting thing about Holley is the fact that she is just so plain. I always like that. I always like when main characters don't have too much going on. And, I like side characters that have that too, but you know what I mean? It's just the beauty is in the simplicity. She has this logo here. I can't tell what it says, but I would assume it's some sort of crosshair. There's her license plate, HS1201. I think that's Emily Mortar's birthday. Is that December 1st or January 12th? I can't remember because, Holley's British, so they don't use month, day and then year. I feel like this diecast makes it a lot more obvious that the side panels are meant to be where the wings pop out later in the movie. Because it's a little more easy to define here, whereas it's not here. Anyways, I'm going to go quickly turn her around so we can look at the base. Of course, being a Lights and Sounds car, she has a giant speaker here around where the discs for her screen would go. 0681 EAA. I guess Holley does look a little darker in person, but still not as good as the Thailand one there. Okay, I'm going to quickly compare the rear view mirrors. I want to see how different they are between countries. There's also 2020 Thailand Holley, which was one of the most infamous Thailand variants of all time because they made Holley super pink for absolutely no reason, but a lot of people bought it anyway because it's Holley Shiftwell, right? A character that hadn't been on store shelves since when was Holley's last regular release, right? Because she had a couple variants in the 2010s, but I'm pretty sure like she was one of the diecasts who hadn't been released since like 2012, right? I can't remember. Oh no, it was like 2013 or something. Holley had just been absent for such a long time. It is crazy. Yeah, hold on. Comparing the wheels now. Yeah, no, Holley 100% like had better wheels from China. I'm usually pretty positive with Thailand. You know, I try to give Thailand as much credit as possible because they do make some pretty solid diecasts. Steve Herschel, their variant of the Rusty cars, like all the Rusty cars are just absolutely beautiful. A lot of their on the road diecasts, even though on the road was kind of oversaturated, so many beautiful and just well detailed diecasts. I genuinely think the Road Rumblers are some of the greatest items ever made. But like, I don't know. There are still some things I just don't like about Thailand, and the wheels is one of them. They really nerfed the wheels. At least Holley was lucky enough to get silver wheels. It's like they couldn't do silver on like super complicated wheel designs, so they had to get creative and make like very simplified versions. So like Ito-san, Dragon Lightning McQueen, Holley Shiftwell, Finn McMissile. You know, it's a real shame, honestly, because, you know, silver wheels just look so good, but, you know, they had to nerf it just so hard. There's Holley and her wheels again. All right, time for some phrases, as we all should have expected. All right, I'm going to see if I can play as many as I can. Also, if you hold down the window, it's supposed to keep the lights on, but I don't think that works for Holley. Yeah, it doesn't work for Holley. We'll rendezvous then. Oh, wow, they play after one another. That's cool. Rendezvous has been jeopardized. Oh, that's from a test anime. Oh my god, her lights work. Her lights work. Okay, that's cool. You can see the plastic is shining through, so it kind of looks weird, but actually, that's amazing. The so you want me to have fun was a test animation line. I think that leaked somewhere back in the so that was like a couple seconds. I want to say 30 seconds the light stays on. Really nice. It actually caught on camera. That's so cool. All right, what else can she say? A little weird. Not really something Holley does in the movie is speed like that. Like in the chase, she's not doing pretty good, but all right. I wonder if she has like a zapping sound effect. I feel like that would make a lot of sense for her. All right, camera focus. Come on. You can do it, camera. Oh no, just more generic car sounds. Okay. Yep, indeed. Yeah, a lot of car speeding sounds. That kind of sucks. Like, McQueen had full, like, phrases and stuff. Holley's just mostly generic sound effects. That's a real bummer. Because, like, Holley has some pretty fun lines in the movie. Your dents are valuable, really. Nope, that's not on here, I don't think. Oh, that's from the movie. That's nice. I think these are, like, outtakes or something they used for this. Right? It'd be weird if she actually just said random stuff from the movie. Okay, that one's been heard before. Holley, is there something you're trying to tell me? I don't think she said that one yet. Yeah, that sounds very different. Man, I'm sad because I'm remembering my pal Rusty's Studios used to reviewed this item and it's gone now.
He's activated his tracking beacon.
Yeah, you're right, Holley. He activated his tracking beacon. Find him. McQueen's just in the corner. I love this McQueen face in tandem with this Holley face. Guys, in the comments, let me know. Do you prefer the lights and sounds diecast faces to the regular ones? Because honestly, I think I kind of do. Holley's is a little weird. I think I do prefer the original Holley, but I definitely prefer the eye expression. If there was like a mix of these two, I think that would be a really good Holley face. I think my friend Marcos Lafreno, aka Racer94, mentioned that Holley has one of the most dead inside expressions. But I mean, I guess to be fair, Holley's supposed to be a pretty like reserved character. I think it's just weird that she just has a closed mouth. Something about that just feels weird because I guess it's on the diecast. She has like a smile. Or is this just? Yeah, it does look pretty default face, doesn't it? Are the eyes like closer together on the China one, or is that just a side effect of the? I think they are. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, car guys, please let me know what car sound effect is that? Because that doesn't sound like Holly's car model. Well, she's a fictional model, but.
This area may be compromised. So if I've got this right, you want me to have fun. Our rendezvous has been jeopardized.
Yeah, see?
Keep the device safe. We'll be in touch.
And I think that's all the lines she says. That was like, what, 7 lines? I mean, well, not even like 7 lines. That's like 5 lines and like 2 generic car sound effects. No, not even like a zapping to reference her little tasers. I mean, I know Holley with electroshock device didn't come out till like 2016, but like, that kind of sucks. This is, I mean, I'm still grateful I own this. Having a lights and sounds car at all is pretty neat, but like, definitely a downgrade from McQueen, I would say. I really hope I get more lights and sounds. I've been thinking about getting one of the Maters, and maybe a Miles Axelrod at some point, because I do want like a normal Miles Axelrod, but I don't like normal Miles Axelrod, so to have a more generic Miles, and also him having lights and sounds, that'd be nice. So yeah, overall, I would give this Holley a pretty solid rating. I keep going back and forth on if I do ratings, but she's fine. Again, not as good as McQueen. God rest his soul. But, you know, I guess it's not the worst item in the world. I still think it's cool. I'm really excited for those new lights and sounds cars, the Race to Celebrate. I wonder if, like the tuners are going to have voice lines. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye!